Peace FM 104.3. Who to meet Taki?
Socrate.
Yeah.
So, Chris Akasa. Sammy came to Akasa.
Yeah.
And I know most at times, Yana, you have issues with choir entertainment journalists for the media in general.
Yeah.
Listening, what you mean to you? Why don't you?
Oh, because you see, and Yansafo ne can say, you were a dinner ho kwan. Name when ya dinner na efata. Nia Chris akane nia Samike akane nyina no me say technically no omama definition but e drew baby afide na so di fie e de nso e ka ho e fie de ne hwan say asema me kokan e de ne be free mu aba ensunsanso ben ne be free mu aba si e betina se ni aka say ye be my opinion na masa opinion de ubetimi ehunso wei no aka say e half empty and I say e half full. But ekobasa would there be a half empty. Then you must check yourself. It may be half full. It may be half full.
Yeah,
you can look at it from the other angle.
You leave it for the readers to decide.
No, but in your case, you have pushed your opinion to point to the negative.
Do you know one of the interesting aspects of blogs?
Who there? What triaman for adwin akosi nia enye ewade no ho no.
So one of the interesting things about blogs and they say they have something called comment section. That was the early days blog.
Into
which and he said ultra blog ni we are. Now readers never can we are.
No
article we are. Maybe 2,000 comments. Out of the 2,000 comments, you know, maybe 1,000 of them comments.
You got kind wo opinion, no. Nya wo wa ye no say. What go adwuma ne kra?
What go be adwuma say?
Yes. What adwin ne say? Ade way. Because unim power adwin mu say.
Enye.
Ade way a me ko obi aye ni nsuo.
Na nsuo ne
na me shase no so me can say eduru ba bia de fie nso e de be ka ho.
E fie ne de
ne say wo be hu say ade way. And baby, I can say if you test it and it's not good, tell us. If it is good, tell the public.
Bloggers no more good no.
There be me say, oh try there now. One, what is the purpose?
The purpose is to express his opinion. Simple, that's it.
But you see,
honest opinion. We have something called honest opinion. If your opinion has been bought, it's not an honest opinion.
No, not been bought.
Take a second concert. Now, corner concert and yet. And says Socrate, because I said me try the movie review, hot fork review. Say enya make us say enya. Yeah, make us say. Into no hot fork. Oh, me so drama. So Socrate dem na those days hot fork will be drama. What I say?
No him so try no share sin any da.
And I hear hot fork.
No share. Hey. What you say there no share.
And I'm sure review and
about the your friend is saying the promo out. No share.
And say me try about promo say enkoyi.
Kwesi, mamentro. I met one intelligent journalist. That guy in car obetimi ase me poto a me first film am here me first film that journalist no na o save me friend man be hwe ye wie ye no ni me ko ja no kwan am say o boss wo hu ne say and o say oh young man, this is your first job, there are a lot of technical flaws, I will not write. What am I saying?
Great. My question.
Because so if I should write, it may discourage you, but keep it up.
So great. So what do
this is an intelligent.
Really?
Yes.
It's a movie critics now. BBC say Cannes Film Festival. You over 1,000 film critics around the world. Every movie now we be about. I can say, no.
Papa, as some American say, that man no. I will share you. What am I saying?
It will be our trend.
And the fear and so count. And one say, young man, this is your first job.
It's so great.
What am I saying? This is your first job. What try? Yes. What try? Pa. Me can say me can. Way and so when the debeba. No, it will be better saying.
So point in saying.
Point in saying. Young fear dear and count. Must see a fear dear. Young fan count. I say no. Sound of so can. Me can't say mamon tro no cre. Who bet me a tro no cre. I will be fear dear be count. No bet me a catch you be say.
Fear dear ne dear.
A fear dear ne say. Kwan obe faswa. And say onipa no anase embu na bem kwesi unim say ya betina han say me ma betina sia kan de ma bebre about ebi no adwuma later no timi hu say no nya oye ne nye
entina man nye
oh kwesi onipa no e free ha akọ anaso onipa no tifie nia o tie no se nia affect no wantimi anya biem but that same person no wo kwan obefa so a obeka no a obetimi hu say oh waka masam
Socrate mencho yewo nipa mienu meka asem bi ache wa
okay yo on kan kire mo kan kire nyina
papa Big Ben
yeah
asem ya making I'm so mokra I'm say omakanda I be omakan radio so I'm say Big Ben wife account radio super na ebire bi atwam I hope say they are not listening ebire bi atwam na omo yanyom na bi diskaka na enyum no how am pese me born no me mo so one day omo frame no msamto ya nyum ye de CD ne diskaka ma omo nyum na me tiare me show mudin omo kasa wi am show mudin na am say because enyum ne nyede and I'm sorry no me ko no am say omo later omo anam ka che me am say akola we ni nso ade hweme papa panyi ma ye nyom fie dudu ma ye nyom na akola we small boy betam nim se me nyom na me ye enye de ba osi oti wa no say ba no kan no betimi an kro akola no beka so atena bruchie pen this is what they say you know and that statement obeka so atena bruchie pen you see yen e bi before Ghana for ade no kre and sani atete I said near see akoda no o the way o the trying to now the back no na o the right ni trying to no now the left no so krokro na the ba nti akoya se de bia no ye wade bi we ho a se ye kan kura if he says so krokro ni panansa na kan kura now unim what that
yeah o can say yen sa na ye kan no ye pe no
sana yetie
okay
but near ye ne se ni ameka ye no and omo tenase and omo busa am okay ti dia ne dia ne be na am okay munye say ni say and at that time me mbo recording yeah me no the artist was of fast many that time was of fast many nyom of fast many gospel artists na not there but so engineer at that time mebo because once I'm about artist needing engineer no yeah Sami Hawani at that time Sami Hawani no so gina so pa enti omo na am okay enyum no nya de no 20 and na am say won fa nyum no mon san fa nyum no koma Sami Hawani no nya nyum no foforo and omo tam album no de koi me koi echi no omo keka ne omo beka nyina awie no na omo san fa nyum no de koi Sami Hawani for them say and omo koi nyum no so ma kame no kre as much as no kre no me kan na pimo ye omo ya omo ampe no but emamutu anamo a eno so se sane ma bebre wo business na wo mu ye no. So sometimes I feel that yes near example ya me maybe if the person had also or try ya ebia betimi ama wasesa
kwesi
e wo ne ma bi hu
asama me kan no enu an wakan wo wa ma metena radio so anka se enwum we a me bo edi enwum nya do wo mu so oni omo me pa to bo ase oni omo
no men twist ya say me chese tie enkomo mo frɛ me
yes
semi pa enka menka me de be hye me ho enye radio sun komo ne edi a enka sani am kan me kan sa pepe pa chom
okay
but I'm saying enye radio sun komo but as a journalist as a critique that is where juma obi ya de na office o ade we nka de fa asen a enka be yie enti ma menka ne sa well se sa na pa ne dia menka me de be hye on fa wade ko but de bia kai hu se una de bia beti so nia wo kan no me twa adwuma ba so say yes e bia o kan se e bi wo ha ye kan ano ye hyedodo enti ye hu ha betimi aka na mbuo npa ko na abem bebre but it is as if say o person che say
it's not as if nia wo kan ne sa ne kan me say ye mfa efie nka ho enti no be hu se nia ye empty but you can say oh ensu odi ba ye dey empty but oh it's half empty half full. What you must say? Half empty or half full? Do you understand? This is feedback. You see?
That is lying.
Quick one.
That is intro. It's just like when you take the cow, now because I said, Muhu dry.
Bottle no half. Bottle near half. You can say it's half full or half empty. Nya make answer kwesi point 1 point.
Menti half full half empty menti as you.
Kwesi me pacho.
Menti as ye.
Ma me correct ade ba ko. Me pacho ma me correct ade ba ko. Who can say Ghana for there ye pese ye kan okure na osiesie ho no aka me pacho enya Ghana for me ko school abrochire Radio Netherlands me call there's only one subject me failure and I told them say me I will fail this is in my record my certificate I can bring it here for you to see that is feedback
short course you acquire Radio Netherlands
and whatever it is no
maybe how they had now
me say that subject no failure I told them say I'll fail that is feedback because you see at that time no na menti ase feedback no saying say e bia ya Friday obi de work aba oh Charlie pictures see there nya I said no don't say that when you say that it will affect him.
So you mean if somebody is ugly we can't say you're ugly?
There is a way to tell the give that feedback. There's a way to do it.
How beautiful.
There is a way to do it that the person will get the information, will be able to receive it and correct himself. There is a way to do it.
And I'm saying Ghana, or the right new track now, the right left.
But me make actually say a brochire no crampo say no more chere say eno ne and you see enye.
That's not their job.
No.
Socrate. A brochire enya okwan na onima brochire.
Me say sa na no more chere me catch am say no. This is not me. This is not me. I won't do it your way.
Did you ever watch Oshe Fashion Police?
That is a show. That is a show.
But Enokra started off as John blogging.
You are tense.
About it was picked off ne blogging no. Any other than a show no.
That is a show. Oh, you are giving reference to a show, something that is being done.
I am telling you where it started from.
Oh yeah.
So your point
is they can say ombe to me can say but as I say
exactly who send your baby now and affect onipanu because we are always looking at the point of breaking people. You are breaking the person.
So okay, mami bisa sa asemi. In one breath, no, you can take me commendations and some pay if menum to you. So I don't think you can't take some make also this other side and so no and yet but just say make dead there wo do natural.
You are dealing with a human being.
But
you are dealing with a human being. There's a way intelligent people operate.
Piers Morgan, you're intelligent.
So okay, how do you classify your movies? Maybe I'm on until one with the movies now then about classification, but when they're saying like how do you do it?
Say mo catch you be say movie way there we can pass it.
How do you do it?
No, say your friend is indicators in our
but how do you
know almost then they give you
and you don't think so no they be
hold on. But in China said you're no like how do you know when ice cream no
your ice cream name
because you will tell the person in the face.
So
what has film classification got to do with
no it's
not telling people
no. It's the truth in the face.
It's the same
as the person the truth in the face.
What you are doing now, the same thing as what every blogger or vlogger is doing.
Classification is not to tell you self filming yet.
To give
it a rating. It has nothing to do with rating. Rating doesn't come with whether it is good or bad.
No,
we are not checking whether your color is good or your lighting is good. It's part of our consideration.
At the end of the day,
you are wrong. You are wrong in creating the impression. Say classification is looking at whether the film is good or bad. No,
how do you do
classification got to do with ratings of the your friend is saying.
So if you fall below the rating standard, what happens?
Then you explain to the person why it fell on that your friend is saying standard. So nipa nti asia you explain to him. What you must say? Eh bia me de film a call classification. Ami aka kire me say oh 18. What you must say? Na me pese eba for Universal, I will approach them and ask, why 18? Oh, based on A, B, C, D. What am I saying? That is why it's 18. Who you seen way free more? Me say, obey me about Universal. It is up to me, between me and the committee, you know, but the committee will not come out.
So, I mean, we say, meaning say now, Hanum saying, me person we say, so, mean we say,
I know I'm speaking the truth.
No, you will be on the reason why I'm here is not on him, but also be on the way Socrate can, some people know back on a dream. It is not so much about him. Ojina Homa or more be almost home can. So, me sweethearty, at the Yumba has say, Lady Prempe, and then you near boy, a boy you na. You see, na minim says I don't know her.
Me make a chance to bread.
And I'm saying you mean that. Me can't say bring. In fact, a big trouble maybe can, but intinan coming can say nanka. It is because me as so no crime me can't say and you mean that no. Niyo mushino, but. Sana mimi opinion enye me de nanka say me kan say
kwesi nka say o kan so Lady Prempe we won say why you nyoma ye there in the past, why you are there, you are a top star and you've done well, but this time I think say as compared to what last nyom no we na end to say what last nyom no enti I feel say I na mo say me you both say we should do that.
Now they won't cast my Socrate because me buza Socrate.
Socrate say
yes. Can we are Tom Brown?
No, my own cast. Well, yes, I'm not all come no.
Nanka, who the one you go be seen in chain?
My Socrate in can say, obey me can Socrate.
Yeah, you see, we will come on a show, and we will decide to do the things. Say, a show no, I interesting.
That's not it.
Me pacho, me say me come asem.
And yes, sana
yeah, me pen maker.
Oh, sana, oh,
yes. Say, okay. Bet me about betina and saying, ya can say be for the purpose of say, yeah, ma aden show no, I interesting. Me, me. See any free, ye baby nearby, or be a kit and a brand. Into no,
that's not how it's supposed to be.
But you say,
and yes, sana tea. And yes, sana say, you know.
And send say, you know.
But can't no crowd him.
Yeah, and they say Obia no come first work.
No, but who can say interesting? The purpose is not to be man so not interesting.
So me baba tena say now I sound so boring. I think say who be me free show you so.
Socrate. That is not now okay boring. I don't interest. Okay, well, what the commands mean to you?
Yeah, into no. Kwan bia Obia be fa so obeka na sema or feel say e be man sound so interesting no. Obeka. Fine. But all canon so no. No, I should say, send your work on how is it? Me Martina Hans, as me say, Sassam na me can, Lady Prempe, dear, none coming can say. Who can send your offer say a bebo? But I know she, and you no say no. None send a son or Philly, but me, dear, me say Martina and say, I can say, I can say. Eh, be a bar, Mitia, or say, I can't first one meeting me. I can me say me, my better and say, I can worse things. What am I say? But say wunye no edru baby no say no Charlie enemy bo I say oto boase. That is how I feel. Anti old age na ma or you be no. Yes, experience. We ye name be edru baby a utimo say anti ye mo dey any experience. And yes sir, e bia wunye a onso obesesa. Minia. Yeah. Yeah. Why I bem say onkokra bom no. Yeah, how? Oh yeah, kwesi me say I was firebrand some years back, but it drew baby who said no. But you see, when you about a nini sanyamano, that's not what. Okay. Ebia jumano na want to say because you see when you doing the work of a critic, yeah. Nyao can say you enye sebi enye and may experience. Nyao kano e asema sebi o kan minim se nyao kan bebre bi o muti radio obajiatum but that is misleading some people because ejuma na ye no the work of critic it's just like wakwa ejuma bim na esi obi a manager na bi a we di 60 years na manager na di 25 years na ujina na aka say and I so shadow I didn't know say nya se obusa ne say owo nimdie a nya ye dia ma no ejuma na ye dia ma no obetimi aye men ko kasa te say there be say oye panyi ansana wababe because akasa no woka no Ghana for ye pesa about unia you are doing the work of a critic obetena ha no a sebi ye do obetena ha you are doing the work of a critic niama obiaka
o boa akyerɛ sɛ there be way yɛ ni sei o fa ha sei a o bɛyɛ ni sei ɛno sɛbi o samike when you say no but they be ɔno so esua adeɛ ehu adeɛ about what the work of critic ase nti ebi obetumi ayɛ this is not about unia
Kwesi,
that is not it.
Kwesi, good. Me pacho. Asama ye ken nyina no who introduced age into this? I was talking about experience from the word go. Who know the age about mu? That is why I gave you that response. Who know the age? Inti no kan eni nyina no me from the beginning.
O contradict you.
Me contradict me who know the age?
But who
know the age about? Inti me call that tangent no. I was talking about experience over the years.
Socrate, any argument.
Any argument.
Any argument.
Because you are arguing with me. Because one.
Socrate, hold on. Me am the age by. Una the age by. The point I'm trying to establish is that.
Yes.
The experience now will come. And I'm so contradictory because experience now you are linking it with age.
There be.
Oh, come on. You said it. You just said it on radio.
Jesus Christ. Kwesi, what I'm saying is let's criticize. Kwesi, let's criticize. But I am on it. Let's criticize. But please, let's be strategic with our critic.
Which one is strategic?
That is all.
But this is my take on Obiane na Juma. What I say? Ebia style a onipa ne de ye na Juma no ensu too. What I say? The other person no so tie akire no. Ebi suit it perfectly. Yeah. You understand me? In omo Juma no omo ye no. Ebia all kan obi ho asem no fa ne say wa fa komna ho asem no all kan. Some of the time, me being an artist manager, it hits me because it feels SM Juma. But in another breath, so it opens another avenue for people to even get to know of the brand now. You can't want some. Maybe another brand now dormant for a long time, but the offer watch run. There could be some positive in it, so we have to look at it too from that side. And sometimes it might look like a negative story. But if you look into the negative story, there could be positives that also be to me use. I understand where you're coming from. Say, let's not target on hitting the person so hard. Say, at the end of the day, we damage everything. There will be nothing to be used. Maybe that's the angle you are trying to drive at. Say, in as much as we might want to, you better try and send me you know, you're careful with what we write. Send you enko say Jumano but almost so much Jumano. I say, what done for your police ni? Now what from Mumra? Untimin Casa because what done for your police my and you.
But on the other hand,
I think saying Socrate, you know, baby and yachum. Because you see, other than that, no, baby, I would do no human as CCI or you know. Say, okay, me fan say be our fan, say, Otra radio is now Cassa, Macan in same B say, near Mecano, CCI, baby, I may near do no, and ebia onyi bedu honma then ebia adwuma na wo ye no ti na won ti ase enti sisi a wafi adwuma no enti ase no wafi eno akwa akogina enti se ebia won se adwuma ya ye obi akɔhye atade na ebia wo yi no kakra sebi o se nya asofodie ebia asofo some of the things ye better ye ka no se wo de sofo better o be ka cho se da bi on so but it is you want to say a showbiz. Otherwise, make us okay. Yeah, man, beka. So me fa model kra man be see hanum say e ba beka, ye ba be di model hon komo. Me boa. Because e bi adwuma na omo ye no. Na no e de models ni be see hanum say no. So omo say adwuma na omo ye no omo timi omo kusisa omo ho a. Omo ye omo ho naked ni ade na. Is that not what it is?
Of course. And even blamed us we don't talk about them enough.
Then we shouldn't ebia better because ebia yen come model for one sem. Because look, we no etia sumbi will be an dear. So unti adwuma we ase then probably you just say kona kwatena fie na tie yen enti yan critic ye via and ye ubetimi criticize and say me kan no say but you can't sit here, you can't. It's like reprobate and reprobate means man to say oh the one say okay media me na me whole ya and obi nia but
I'm not talking about being holy. Kwesi, I'm not talking about I'm not talking about being holy.
You are doing the work of a critic.
But are you saying that a critic's job is only to damage?
You see, that is that what?
Yes, if it's good, it says it. But that's what. But when you say, I am being holier. You see, where is the holiness in this?
No. And
me see, where is the holiness in what I'm saying? Say, if we are to criticize, let's be very, very careful. Say, I don't know nipa ne no. Me and can send me to the point say ebe bubu ni kojo to there be. You can say that.
This country said some years back in Japan. Some years back, you start
please,
on radio.
Please,
listen to it.
No, please.
No, you have to listen.
Don't do that.
Why
don't do that.
No,
don't do that, please.
But why don't you want to listen?
Don't do that. Let's talk about serious issues, please.
But that is what you did some years back. And somebody's referring to you.
You sat on radio and broke Kwame Zagi into pieces. Today you are telling Chris Vincent he shouldn't do same.
What you say, one
experience through the years.
He's toned down.
Yes.
What did I tell?
Socrate is not on board.
What did I tell Kwame Zagi? What did I tell Kwame Zagi? This is what I told Kwame Zagi. I said, Kwame Zagi, get a management.
But you did it just 2 weeks ago. Okay, I said, studio. And then when the little boy started talking, you sat on radio and you told the boy that he
lacks interview skills.
He does.
Yes,
he lacks
and so,
interview
please.
live on radio.
Yes,
but you could have broken him.
You couldn't have said it.
If I tell you, say, my brother,
you broke the boy.
Said no, it's okay. That's not the way to go about it.
You broke the boy.
I said it to you. Said no, that's not the way to go about it. Because
did I tell him that his work is wrong?
No,
bad?
But what you said to him, interview skills.
Yeah. So if I tell you, say, look,
first time.
He's a musician.
Yeah.
He's a musician. He has good music. We discussed the music. And I said, my brother, at this point, I think you should get interview skills. Let your
You
body
didn't say you lack interview skills.
So if I tell you, say, oh, you lack interview skills.
That is harsh.
So if I also write the blog and I say that.
If it's harsh and you agree that it's harsher, these are the things we should take care of.
No, but Socrate.
If it's harsh.
No, Socrate, in fairness, and you're harsh. And one can't, because you see, my problem with you, you say, can't to say near as a critic, as a man, the purpose say, can't say the best say only parkono. And you mean, yes, sure, and I don't want to believe Socrate minimum, say, catch up and say, lack interview skills. How does that damage? Me say, unim kwaya kasa already.
But then to me, the receiver, I also feel it's harsh.
Tie radio amiye minya comment obitimi kwesi abaju nim hwe kwesi abaje wa bon ne bia eya na meninje ni se udidie atem ba ka tem se kwesi abaje wa bon unim hwe why then it challenges me say okay e bia ne o kan ampa wo me nkona so Chris throw bibi na mka say Chris obrofo nye anania I'm sure obetna say okay so I will dream pa abaka say let me go and check it. Why should that damage? Because I didn't know.
Only my problem with Socrate ne say the people would say hi. You are trying to say yes so mumono. Most of the time they even go above and beyond and pay. Say they should do this for them. Are you aware of that?
Okay, Tabre.
Socrate. What did you mean for you?
Socrate. Yeah. Now, besides, I say, Wabre.
That's him.
Peace FM 104.3. Good to meet you.